I picked up an off-season toy to help with my summer training for cross-country snowmobile racing. I needed something other than mountain biking, which is what I typically use for my off-season training, and snagged this bad Larry. A 2013 Raptor 700R, an excellent family in a neighboring town had this available. I communicated primarily with Ashley and Gavin and was able to pick this up. I'm super stoked. I come from a background of four-wheeling. I would say since I was 14, I've been riding ATVs. Had a 250 Suzuki, had a 400 Honda. At one point was riding a Yamaha YFZ 450. I believe that was a 2008. And then we got rid of them. Never really rode again. Had a side-by-side for forever. And I went to visit some family down south. They had a 450 that I rode around a little bit in their yard, and I immediately got the bug. So I had to pick one up. And I'm super excited. Got to get this thing just really cleaned up. There's a few things that need fixing on it, and then be ready to rip. Really, the primary thing that needs fixed on this is just the rear brake. The return spring's gone, and that master cylinder probably needs some attention, as I think it's either failed or just needs rebuilt. But other than that, runs great. Typical maintenance items like a new air filter. I'll change the oil, and then it really just needs cleaning. I'll take off all the plastics. The chain either could be replaced or clean. Again, this is just a training item for me. I don't need all the snazzy parts and engine upgrades and airbox upgrade and whatnot. I'll rebuild the suspension at some point. I'll bring the shocks over to Eric Seyfarth over at Shock Tech, who I use for my snowmobile suspension. And if anything, I'll just play around with the valving and tuning of the suspension to make longer, more enduro style rides a little bit more enjoyable. The idea is to just have this be able to allow me to get up to high speed, push the pace, get grip strength training, just something a little bit more applicable to snowmobile racing rather than mountain biking. No knocks to mountain biking. Mountain biking for me has been great for cardio, and definitely built some strengths in areas that help with racing. But having a motor underneath me will just be really fun for over the summer. Luckily, I have some good buddies for the mountain bike community that also have dirt bikes, ATVs, so I'll be jumping in with them. There's some really good local trails around where I actually bought this quad from that I'll be able to enjoy the trails. I'm back, day 2. I have stripped all of the plastics off. I got this right Nerf bar and foot peg off. I've got the rear brake master cylinder taken off. That thing was completely gone. I gotta remember to get some rivets to re-rivet that exhaust tip. But honestly, it's just dirty. Just needs a good cleaning. I don't know if I need a new chain. Definitely going to give that one some love. Probably go pick up some chain cleaner and a specific brush for that. But all in all, just needs a cleaning. I brought a DeWalt pressure washer that'll hook up to the hose. I've got some car cleaning soap and wash. I got to finish taking the bash guard plates off. I took the big main middle one off. I'm going to take this rear one off and the A-arm ones off. But you can see over here, everything's kind of piled up. We'll take a good scrubbing. I'll peel off some of these New Hampshire, Massachusetts registration stickers and just get it clean. Get it nice and pretty looking. Got a set of grips I need to put on. There's a lower set of handlebars that I ordered that'll be coming in. I'm not gonna rock any hand guards. Just won't need them. if I ever race this thing, I'll put some on. But I've got parts coming in. Today's Friday. I've got parts coming in on Monday. I'm hoping to get them on or have this thing in a place that all I need to do is get them on the wheeler, and then I can take this thing for a rip. Together. Didn't have time to videotape the whole rebuild process, but I got the rear brake working. I ended up putting the bars back on. I did get the new bars in the mail, but I just don't have time right now to install them. I'm also waiting for a 30mm riser just so that the new bars will absolutely clear the plastics once I install them. But the air filter's in, the rear brake works. Got zip ties and miscellaneous bolts on this thing just to keep it together, and I'm excited to go and take this thing for a rip. New boot goofing. You. All right, first ride in the books. Only a couple loose bolts and little minor things here and there. The only big issue was this ignition key switch giving me an issue. Pretty fortunate it only happened twice in one situation where the key must have just jiggled just right where the quad just kind of bogged out and then died. After jiggling it around a little bit, I was able to get it to finally start back up again, and in that case we ended up heading back to the trucks. But yeah, the plan is to just get out and ride this thing as much as I can. I'm gonna try and always ride with a buddy, especially if I have like little issues here and there that I wouldn't want to be by myself out on the trails. But more summer shenanigans videos to come. This was super fun getting this thing fixed up and out for its first ride, so hoping to have plenty more videos like this to come.